Welcome to the boating adventure. Well, a very good morning to you. It is Tuesday the 17th of September 2024 and we're just leaving Old Junction Boatyard, L.R. Harris and Son, having just picked up the swamp duck from having its anti-fouling done. It looks very smart, and the engine serviced, and the engine sounds lovely. It's just purring in the background. So that's the good news. The bad news is that we've got to go round Leicester and down to Foxton, that way round, because a couple of days ago CRT closed the lock at Ratcliffe on Soar, so we have no choice but to go down south and then west. So having to take the boat to have its engine service means that we will actually be completing the whole of the Leicester Ring. So come and join us. We left the boatyard this morning at about 11:05. So our intention today is we just want to get through Leicester. That's the main thing of the day, and where we get to after that, it doesn't really matter, as far as possible really. But we've got a choice just before King's Lock, but if we go up King's Lock, then we could go to somewhere like South Wigston, and after that, if there's time, we could get to Keelby Bridge, because there are some services there, showers and that kind of thing, so that would be good. But we may not get that far. It just depends on how many hours of daylight we've got left. It gets dark now. It's around about sort of 7:30, so we need to be moored up by around about sort of 6:30. But we'll see how far we get. We really just don't want to get through Leicester as much as we can. There won't be many boats coming up behind us, because obviously the lock closure at Ratcliffe on Soar means that nobody's coming off the Trent or the Erewash or anywhere like that to come this way, so we're unlikely to get too many people coming up behind us, but we're just going to meet people coming the other way. But if they know that they can't get that far, then we may not even meet many coming this way. So this is the first lock of the 54 that we have to do to get back to Trinity Marina. This is Thermoston lock, and it's number 46 on the Grand Union Canal Leicester line. We are now at lock 15, Birstall lock. This is the Space Centre lock. It's a Belgrave lock actually. We always refer to it as the Space Centre lock because the Space Centre is just around the corner. Well worth a visit if you're ever in Leicester. It's very interesting. The rest of our journey through Leicester can be found on my previous video, Boating Through Leicester City, which is largely in real time. So we pick this video up just after lock 38, King's Lock. We've just gone up King's Lock, and that's as far as we thought we might get, but it's only 27 minutes past 4, so we could do another hour.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we can get to in another hour. Might as well make the most of it. It's very, very sunny today. It's very hot. You can tell how think I've caught it. But it really is warm, so we just want to keep going really. So having gone through Leicester, we're now well into countryside again. It's been very weedy in the river as we've come up. It's been quite difficult to steer away from it at times. It is beginning to clear now that we're on the canal. So this is the Leicester line of the Grand Union Canal. There's Steve waving like mad. It's very hot today. He says he shouldn't have worn a black shirt. I didn't expect it to be like this. This has suddenly caught us out because the weather in the UK in the last few days has been awful. Well, a very good morning to you. It is Wednesday the 18th of September 2024 and this is the second day of our trip to take the Swamp Duck back to its home mooring at Trinity Marina on the Ashby Canal. Yesterday we travelled up from Syston and we got as far as bridge 99A. And just before the Whetstone Lock. So we've got one lock facing us straight away this morning. We're going to get that set and ready to go. We've just got the generator going at the moment because we're trying to build up the electricity a bit. It was cold last night, and so we had the Chinese diesel heater on all night, so that hammered the electric a little bit, as well as having the fridge on. And we haven't had the swamp duck plugged into a main supply for quite a few days now, so we needed to get the generator going this morning. So we've got lots of locks to do. We're going to try and get as far as we can towards Foxton locks. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of them, and then tomorrow we'll be able to go up first thing. So come and join us. So this is the first lock of today, Whetstone Lock. It's one of many that we've got to do. So we've got some swans here trying to catch a lift going up the lock. I think they're just too idle to walk up, so they thought they'd catch a lift. The swans have gone. At least we've provided a really good service to them today. So this is South Wigston Lock, and we've actually got a locky on, which is amazing because this is in the middle of nowhere. This is Lock 30, Kilby Lock, and we've got a couple of walking groups to get across. And we've finally arrived at Kilby Services, where there are Elsan, rubbish disposal, a water point, toilets and showers. This lock has a lovely name. It's called Bumblebee Lock. Yeah, okay. I'll do it. So on this lock we've got a ton of CRT volunteers and workforce. I don't know what they're doing, but they've done some painting. They've painted the bollards, so we're not allowed to moor up to those, so we'll see how we go. But at least they're helping to open the lock, so Can you pick another colour? Yeah. Thank you. So it's good to see the CRT hard at work there, painting the locks. And at this point the footpath, towpath goes on to the other side, so you should see it on the road. This lovely lock cottage is at Newton Top Lock. We've just passed a mile marker and it's 11 miles back to Leicester city centre. On this incredibly hot afternoon, we pull up at a spot where we have moored once before, and it's at the side of a very beautiful lake which is through the trees and bushes at the side of the towpath. An excellent place to cool off. This is the less glamorous side of the canals. You very often see these boats that have been completely abandoned and the hull destroyed. Once somebody's pride and joy, but that would take an awful lot of restoration. Windows are all gone. It's a great shame. Looks like it had a bit of a wooden structure on the back of it at one time, which is here. We're just coming up to the Saddington Tunnel, which is 881 yards long, and it has two-way traffic, but we can't see anything coming the other way at the moment. I've increased the exposure on the footage so that you can at least see the brickwork at the sides of the tunnel. This bit is halfway through. And I've taken off that increase in exposure so you can see what we see. We just catch a glimpse of the side by the lights in the cabin. It took us 7 minutes to go all the way through. Thank goodness that is over.
We are making our way down the last couple of miles down to Foxton, and here the canal is surprisingly narrow and quite weedy. So here we are on our mooring for tonight. These are the designated places for people wanting to go up.
So I hope you've enjoyed that video, which has taken us through Leicester and down to the bottom of Foxton Locks. I did intend to cover the whole of our journey in the one vlog, but with far too much footage for that. So there will be another episode of this moving of the boat to Trinity Marina, and that will take us from the bottom of Foxton Locks, up the locks, and then to Crick, and then through Braunston, and then up the North Oxford Canal, the Coventry Canal, and then up the Ashby Canal. And so that will be the subject of the next video. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then please consider doing so. It's completely free, and it's a great encouragement to us to keep making these videos. And if you've enjoyed it, then please give us a thumbs up, because that helps to move the video up the YouTube algorithm, and more people get to know about the channel. So thank you very much for all your support, and as always, do take care.